This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Hi, everybody. We had a big show today. It was all about the future, wasn't it?
Gosh, we had a tarot card reader in here. And
She was a psychic medium as well because
Yes.
she had, spirit guides from other realms.
Oh,
Telling her what was happening too.
as we speak right now, there are still readings going around
I know.
the entire building.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Earlier on, though, we speak about that person in the gym. You know that one?
Yeah.
Really gets under your skin.
And we crossed to London to catch up with Susannah Carr to find out all the pre-coronation hype.
And we discuss unexpected responsibilities that have been thrust your way.
This is Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Wake up! Yeah. On Nova 937. Let's go!
It's 6:03. Happy Friday, friends. We made it through.
Sean's concerned, everybody. Sean, you just asked me a question. What was it?
Yeah, last night I woke up and it's happened a couple of times where I've woke up and I've got a really itchy bottom of the foot under the foot pad.
Yeah.
So, so top pad.
Yeah.
So like in the
Showing.
arch
In
or
the
on
arch
the
or
heel?
also
No, on the,
The ball
balls
of your foot.
Okay, ball of my foot,
So
right? And
you wake up with itchy balls.
yes,
on your
not for the
feet.
first time. And in my mind, I'm going, oh, this is like when you get cramp and you just got to lob
Power through.
mentally. You got to power through, but I never can. Has that happened?
Isn't this
You
a
get that?
reason? No, I've never. Isn't this a reason to have children? Like
To scratch your feet.
Well, yeah, Sonny's the youngest, so just so Sonny, Daddy's got itchy
It's
feet.
one-
lately,
it's
so
1
you sleep-
a.m..
You sleep at the, but you just sleep at
Sleep
the
at the
bottom of the
base.
bed,
Until I kick you.
and then I'll just wake up and go scratch Daddy's foot.
Scratch Daddy's foot.
And
that's
Sonny
what
would
children
say
are for, aren't they?
categorically
They-
no.
well,
Back in our day,
Oh,
we would have been
don't get
forced
me
to
started.
sleep there and
Get me started.
and
mate.
scratch your
scratch her
kids
parents'
don't do
feet,
anything,
and
mate.
we wouldn't have even questioned it. Nowadays, Sean,
They don't do anything. They don't do
Nowadays,
anything, mate.
mate.
Every day
They
when I
take,
get home,
take.
not one person does the dishwasher, right?
Yep.
I get home here, got to do the dishwasher. Last night, as soon as they do, have dinner, they do something
disappear.
minor and then they disappear. Oh, got to have a shower.
We
And
were
then-
there.
Yeah.
We were like basically staff, the Downton Abbey staff to our parents
Yeah.
and our grandparents. If someone told you to do something, you did it. Like, remember, I would sit there and I would slap my nana.
Yeah, you do that for money though.
50 cents.
50
Yes,
cents.
exactly. That's a lot of money
but
back
she
then.
enjoyed it. We would slap Nana's bingo wings, her old lady flat.
Yeah.
And
We had to do whatever we were asked
just
because
like play
Dad
with it,
owned
flap it.
guns and a cattle prod. like there was no. We did the dishes.
You know
there
why?
Was no, there was no.
You guys would be
Because-
horrified with what happens
because
these
if
days.
we said no to something, we got smashed.
That's right.
Like smashed.
That's
And you
right.
weren't allowed to call the authorities.
my
Anywho,
God.
happy days. Happy days. Your feet still itchy or
Yeah,
you're
this right
now?
foot. Do you want to have a go at it now?
No, I do not.
What about me balls?
Oh, that's fine. Give me a minute. Today on the show, we're going to cross to London town. There's a coronation tomorrow. Not sure if you've heard. Our woman on the spot is none other than Channel 7 Susannah Carr, our own queen.
Yeah. After 8 o'clock, things are getting a bit spooky dooky. We've got a tarot card reader coming in.
It's a great setup in here. I can't wait to see. Everybody can see
Where-
this on our socials at some stage today.
Well, does
I'm
Nathan
ready
have
for
a
it.
future is the
We don't
question.
know.
What if she does the cards and they're just blank?
Yeah.
7 of Cups.
To be honest, I would not be surprised.
Nothing beats a cozy winter getaway.
Or escaping to a tropical paradise.
If you're thinking about an early winter escape, whatif.com has just the place.
Check out great accommodation deals across Australia on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:12. Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Well, we're getting physical. We've got
yes.
our leotards on and our leg warmers.
The confusing thing is there will be people at the gym right now. That blows
That's
my
confusing
mind.
to you.
I was
It is,
driving
it's
down Canning
confusing to
Highway
me.
this morning, Nath. I saw this car was in front of me. It was braking a little bit. I thought, what's going on here? They were turning into the gym at 25 past 4.
The gym down the road from me,
unbelievable to me.
their first group class is at 5 o'clock.
It blows my mind that people go to the gym and then go to work.
Yeah.
To me, that I can't
And just don't go
grasp.
home and lie on the couch for 6 hours.
Because if I went to the gym, I'd have to do a 12. I'd have to have 12 hours of just being unconscious afterwards. So I don't know how you can function at your work.
The endorphins, though, that gets you through, you know?
I want to talk about people that frequent the gym, Sean, because
Yes, friend.
usually there's a good cruel people, but there's always one person that doesn't make your experience the best. And this chick named Michaela, she's in America, and she was doing sets on a shoulder press machine.
Yes.
When a fellow gym member, this woman walked up and interrupted her and asked how long she was going to be, and then Michaela ended up saying, "Well, it's going to be 2 more sets."
Yes.
Oh, that's
Which
pretty
is
easy.
not
Pretty
much,
easy.
but
Yeah.
yeah, 2 more sets. Literally a minute later on, the same woman approached her again, and she was a little bit miffed because Michaela was still doing her 2 sets. This is a bit hard to hear. We're going to pump it up, but then I'll explain what she said afterwards. This is the woman approaching Michaela a minute after she'd already asked her how long she was going to be.
Excuse me. I'm gonna be honest. You've been on this machine for like forever now. I've been waiting.
Okay, I only have like 2 sets left. You have to wait.
It's just really annoying because I pay for a membership here, and I've been waiting like the whole time I've been here.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm about to go to the front desk.
Just give me like 2 minutes maybe.
I
I'll finish
don't
up.
have a ton of time. I have kids at home. I just need to hop on this machine, get it done. Can you just please get off and let me do
Just give me like 30 more seconds. I promise. Like 30 more seconds. I'll be done.
Okay, whatever.
Why is your time? So if that was hard for you to hear, she says, I'm going to be honest with you. You've been on this machine for like ever, and I've been waiting. It's just really annoying because I pay for a membership here, and I've been waiting like the whole time you've been here. And then I don't have a ton of time. I have kids at home. I just need to hop on this machine and get it done. Can you please get off so I can have it? And then she goes, I'll be 30 more seconds. And then she said, okay, whatever.
It's a
Got
shoulder
pissed
press
off.
machine. That just means you're lifting a
Yes.
weight above your head. Go and grab 2 dumbbells and do exactly the same movement.
Myriad of options you could do.
100%.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's nothing, like, it's not an exercise that you can only exercise those muscles in that way.
My favourite thing is her arguments too. I
I'm
pay
a
for a
member-
membership here.
yeah.
Well, I'm guessing she is too. Like you've got stuff to do after this. I'm sure that Michaela does too. Like, why is your time more important than her time? The entitlement of some people just blows me away, and it's gotten worse since COVID. That's why I was wondering, has the gym changed since
Yeah.
COVID? Has it gotten angrier? Are people more like possessive over things?
I reckon it's as feisty as ever. And the gym that I go down the road, it's really quite quiet. But the
Yes.
one that I used to go to, I felt there was because we finish work at different times. I'm not in peak time when I go to the gym.
Yes.
There was one
Yes.
in Melbourne that I was going to. It was a big gym, and every time I'd go in there, there'd be the same people you kind of see because they must do.
Yeah, you're on the same time
jobs.
schedule, yeah.
This one bloke would always. So I would to make sure I get it through quickly. Say if I was doing lap pull downs, for example. Everyone knows that one.
Yes.
Behind the head. I was doing that, and then I get on the floor, start doing some push-ups, and then I get back on and
Yes.
just whole gym. This bloke, every single time I was there, he would come in and interrupt one of my exercises, and just jump in there and change everything.
Oh,
And-
no.
And I'm okay if he had come up and spoken to me at times,
Yes.
but he can see what I'm doing. But if I
Yes.
move to something, and this was different exercises, different days, because I
Yes.
go 3 times a week, and it always happened.
Yeah. Well, the one that got me was I was at a gym where it's just one of the ones 24-hour ones.
Yeah.
You just go. It's pretty casual.
Yeah.
Often there's no staff there or anything. And I went to use a machine, and there was a guy standing quite close to it, and I was supersetting. But so you do it, which means you do one exercise and then you jump on another machine, do a different exercise straight after one another, and that's fine. It was a fairly quiet day. It wasn't like it was super crowded or anything. And there was a guy standing near the machine that I wanted, and I said, are you using that? And he went, and he looked at it and went, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, I've got to refigure what I'm doing and figure out a different exercise to superset with, and that's fine, and I did that. Then I watched him, like, clearly he wasn't using that machine, nor do I think he'd ever use that machine, because he didn't know how to use it properly. He's, like, trying to change the weight, and he's looking at it, and then he kind of tests it to see if he can do that weight. It's like, you weren't using that machine. What, you're just being a dickhead.
What an idiot.
Yeah, just blocking me from using it for some reason.
When I went to the Green Zone years ago with Danny Green and Katie Lamb, Katie Lamb and I were on the
Here we go.
The
Here we go.
machine's
It's gonna be
called.
interesting.
I don't know what the machine, the walking one.
Treadmill. You don't know the word treadmill.
Treadmill, it just lost me for 1 second.
Started to have a gym goer, everybody.
We're in the treadmill email. One of the staff walked up and told Katie and I often said, we've been asked if you guys can keep your language down. Anyway, and then the next time we're in there, we said, who complained about us swearing? And they said, this woman over here. You should have heard the language coming out of this woman's mouth. It was okay to her.
Yeah, that
she
makes
was
no
dropping
sense.
the C-bomb. I just had like the fun little
F-bomb.
F1.
13 24 10. We want to know about that person at the gym. Come on, gym goers. This is your moment to vent.
There's that person at the gym. Are they always doing something, or has someone done something one-off and you'll always remember it? We're going to give somebody a family pass to go and check out Sea Monsters exhibition and $100 cash. The Sea Monsters exhibition is now showing at the WA Maritime Museum until July 16 plus if you get on air with us.
Of course, you're in the running to win 10K a day in May. Could win $10,000 this afternoon. So we want to know, have your say about that person at the gym.
Hi, Madison.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Madison. All right, have you got a person at the gym, Madison?
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what time I go to the gym, this guy always seems to be there. He's got his AirPods in, and he just seems to have personal conversations the whole time.
Oh, and loudly, I bet.
Yeah.
And he'll sit on a machine and he'll sit there and talk, and I'm not a pushy person, but I'm like, come on, man, you've been sitting on there for 20 minutes now. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, so he just hogs the machine, doesn't use it, and takes a personal phone call, yeah?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
That's not cool.
That's the people that want everyone to see them at the gym.
Yeah, they do, Nathan.
You know what I mean?
They're not doing anything.
And that's actually a really good idea to just get into the gym clothes, go in there, sit down, and then just and people think, oh, he's just about to start or he's just finished.
And then you can ring somebody and say, I'm at the gym. Yeah, and they hear the clanking of the weights and they're like, oh, he is at the gym.
You just got me onto a point that you're just saying that person who just says he wants to go to the gym. There's a guy at the gym that I was going to, this was last year, who was turning up, swiping his card, walking in, and then walking out.
He's having an affair.
Yes.
Yes, he wants evidence to prove he's at the gym.
Person at the
Does he
gym.
still do it?
I'll check and I'll get back to you on Monday.
Text me and we'll follow
check
him.
with my mate Tom. Yeah.
Oh my God, we'll follow him.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
It's really good, eh? It's really good.
Thank you, Madison. Taylor is in Baldivis. Hello.
Morning, how are you guys?
Hi, Taylor. It's your moment to vent. Who's at the gym?
So every time I go to the gym for my leg day, this happened 3 weeks in a row, I went to go use the squat rack and some guy was on it.
Yeah.
So I thought, that's right, I'll just wait, you know. And I spent an hour at the gym and I was like, all right, I need to do my squats and he's still on this machine.
Yes.
So I went over and I was like, hey, how long are you going to be? And he was like, oh, I'm using the machine. I was like, all right, no worries, I'll just wait.
That didn't answer the question, by the way. Yeah.
No, it didn't, no. So I was like, that's fine, I'll just wait. Anyway, half an hour went by and he was still standing there and hadn't done a single thing on this machine. And I was like, are you serious?
Cool. Not cool.
So I just left. And then the next week I came back and he did the exact same thing for 3 weeks in a row.
Does he think by standing next to the squat machine it gives off some
you get
kind
the benefit? Yeah.
Because I have experienced the lean machine at the gym when that's what you just lean on something, Sean.
How many sets do you do on the lean machine?
Well, what an a-hole.
Yes.
Have you said, has anyone else noticed it in your gym?
Not that I spoke to a few friends who go to the gym with me and they hadn't. So it was just me dealing with this one guy. But anyway.
You don't want to disrupt leg day either.
Exactly. That's leg day's very important. Thank you, Taylor.
Thanks, Tay.
Kate's in Dutch. Hello.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good, Kate.
Hey, what happened at the gym?
Look, it's been some time now, but it honestly made me laugh. So I went and saw a personal trainer and they gave me, you know, your routine of what you have to do. I can't even remember the word of it now, but I was working on...
Program.
Treadmill.
We're all helping each other today. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. You're the best. So I had my program and I was using free weights. So I had to go and select my little dumbbells. So you know how they line them up against the wall at the edge of the gym. So I'm looking along, walking along, and trying to work out which hand weights I need. And I hear this, excuse me, and I'm like, oh, can't be me, there's no one around me. So I'm still looking, and I hear this, excuse me, and I turn around, and there's this princess standing probably a metre or two away from me with a barbell in her hand, and she's doing some upright rows or something, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
And she goes, you're blocking my view.
Of looking at myself in the mirror,
I'm looking at herself.
Yes.
Yes. The mirror, oh, Siri can hear me now. The dumbbells are in front of the mirror, and I was trying to pick one, and she couldn't see herself doing her upright row.
Can I say, I know that mirrors in a gym is popular, but I would pay to go to a non-mirror gym.
Yes.
I know what I look like when I'm doing exercise. I don't need to see it.
I mean, there's something to be said for making sure your form's right, but you do that on the first rep. You don't need to watch every single one. Although,
Kate,
Sean,
so
do you?
funny.
No,
you
I
like a
disagree
view
with
in the
you,
river?
Natalie.
In the mirror?
Don't block my view, Kate. How dare you?
Kate, that's outrageous.
Kate, we've got a family pass to the Sea Monsters exhibition plus $100 cash coming your way. Check it out at the WA Maritime Museum, everybody.
And of course, everybody we just spoke to is in the running for Nova's 10K a day in May.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Church. Good movie.
Places we don't go. Was that what this segment is?
No, they're great buildings. Not for religion personally for myself.
No.
I love that people do.
Love an overseas cathedral, though.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Sick for it.
Isn't it amazing how when you're overseas, you go and look at a church?
I know.
And it's like when they're here, it's like...
There's a lot older than ours.
Yeah.
A couple of 100 years, yeah.
What I really love about churches is when they're shut down, and then you can buy them. Or you can buy them and you can move into them.
Yes.
It's actually quite high on the bucket list of property owners to be living in a converted church.
Really?
So they're actually quite sought after properties. So in a town called Baghdad in Tasmania.
Great name.
I know, isn't it? There is one that's up for grabs at the moment. It's a bit of a bargain. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
So it's already been converted.
It's been converted.
Great.
6 car parks. The building size is 175 square metres.
So it's not massive.
But you can build a mezzanine in there if you
With
need
6
to.
car parks, not bad.
The land size is over 2,000 square metres.
Oh, so it's big block.
Almost an acre.
Oh, that's a big block. So it's got quite a big backyard then, by the sounds of it.
Yes. So $550,000 it's on the market for. That is an absolute bargain. But there is a catch.
What could the catch possibly be?
There is a cemetery on the property.
Oh, that explains the big backyard.
And the buyer will have to become the cemetery manager. Now, the cemetery is no longer decommissioned or whatever.
So there's no new burials.
Bodies.
Yeah, so you're not dealing with, grave diggers coming to dig a hole to put someone in.
You're dealing with, I don't know, the bodies of bush rangers or something. I don't know.
I'd say so, yeah.
And a bit of whippersnippering around.
People stealing cattle and stuff back in the day.
Yeah. So your bucket list, right? Bucket list is I want to live at a church. Oh my God, one's come up and it's already mostly converted and it's only really cheap. But yet on the flip side, with my normal job, I'm also going to be a cemetery manager.
Yeah.
Will you do it?
I don't think the tasks of that cemetery management
I've not been one.
aren't going to be massive. Like, it is literally gardening as you would in a 2,000 metre square block anyway.
2,000 square metres, that's massive now.
Which you would, like, if you had that backyard, you'd have to do the same amount of work as what I'm saying.
You need a ride-on, you need a whippersnipper, but what do you do with the ghosts? Because you'd have to think that you'd have to manage the ghosts as well, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Would you have to have a box of tissues in case some of the relatives of
I think they bring their own.
Yeah? Okay.
If they're coming to visit, I think you bring your own tissues.
Tax deduction,
if you think you're going to cry.
So literally you're just going to be whippersnippering around.
Yeah, and making sure everything's nice. Yeah. And, making sure no one's holding witches, coven in nighttime activity. I don't know what they do.
Treadmill.
The first treadmill. Sacrifices, that kind of thing.
That's from earlier in the show.
But you're right, Nate. There'd be a lot of people turning up, so you'd have to...
I think
it's an old one.
It's an old one. And they'd have to be like descendants of the bushranger that's buried there. I'm guessing there's a bush... I'm positive there's a bushranger.
Oh, so you don't know there's a bushranger.
There's a cattle thief, there's a sheep thief for sure.
I'm assuming that there's a bushranger there. It's just one of those things where you've got to really think about taking on extra responsibilities these days, especially since COVID, because, say, your employment, suddenly all these jobs are being merged.
Yes.
Your pay doesn't seem to be going up.
No.
But you seem to be getting extra responsibility.
Absorb another role.
Yeah, and it might not be something that you want to do. It might be thrust upon you. Some people may have a choice, some people may not.
Welcome to the show, Sam. Sam's pressing the buttons for us
Sam.
again today. So this is the 3rd time in a week, Sam. So first Harry went on holidays and now Harry's unwell. So you are filling in.
Yes, and he is actually sick. I did say to him beginning of the week, I was like, if you're going to have a sick day, do it this week because...
You remember what
I remember what I'm doing. But, yeah.
But you never really wanted this role. You're the digital content producer. You organise all the content for our socials.
Yeah, so after this 4 hours on air with you guys, I've got to squeeze in my 8-hour day into the 4 hours I have remaining.
And you're busy last night too because you're helping out with somebody's wedding. So you've had a pretty big 24 hours.
Night. I'm such a potato.
Yes.
I got home at 12 o'clock and was here at 4:45.
It's interesting, isn't it, when you apply for this role?
Are you crying?
When you apply for this one role and now you've got 6.
We want to talk about when you've had to take on extra responsibility.
Yes, and especially the extra responsibilities, whether it be at work or at home or in your personal life, that wasn't a choice. It's been thrust upon you.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not really in your realm either.
No, yeah, we're going to give somebody $300 to spend at the Herdsman Market. You can get bouquets, hampers, handmade chocolates. Everything is there. The Herdsman Market has you sorted this Mother's Day. Plus, if you get on air with us this morning...
You go in the running for 10K a day in May.
Indeed. All right. And have you had extra responsibility foisted upon you? Sim's in Cardinia. Hello.
Hi, good morning. How are you guys?
Hey, Sim. Well, tell us, when did you have to take on extra responsibility?
So I'm a relief teacher. So I jumped from different classes and I got given music and then ended up taking over a 5-week of music and doing a musical aptitude test for 170 students, and I've never done the test before in my life.
Whoa, what do you know about music, Sim, apart from listening to the music?
Nothing. I did choir in high school. Does that count?
Yeah, I'll put that on the resume.
Is it an intimidating situation knowing the students know more than you do?
100%.
Imagine that. Imagine knowing everyone in that class, even the dumb one, knows more than you.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm just like, here it is, guys.
That's about one of my friends, Sim, she qualified as a drama teacher and she took a job in country Victoria because they said, you've got a drama teacher job. And she went, oh, that's great. And they said, but also you have to teach Japanese. And she didn't speak Japanese. So she would learn Japanese. She'd learn the lesson on the Sunday and teach it on the Monday.
How can you do that?
Exactly. And then there's a whole generation of kids that think that they can speak Japanese and they can't.
Because when we're kids, we think teachers are the smartest things ever. Are they not?
No. They all just want to be drama teachers.
Are they just like copping a look in their cheek notes and then coming out and telling us like they knew it?
Yes.
Wow.
Good on you, Sim. Thank you. Scott's in Ballajura. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Scotty.
Scott. Were you forced to take on extra responsibility?
Yes. So my son, he's 9, he wanted to play soccer. And so we signed him up, did all the payments. 2 weeks go by, still no training. Bring him up and they go, oh, yeah, your son's team doesn't have a coach.
Oh.
So now I'm a soccer coach.
Otherwise, it won't proceed.
Do you have it? Have you done any coach certificates or anything like that? You're just
no,
completely unqualified.
I've never coached.
Anything about
I've never
soccer?
played soccer.
You
never played soccer in my life.
Do you understand?
I've only ever played AFL.
So what are you doing? Did you just watch Ted Lasso as research or what?
I watched nothing. YouTube's my best friend at the moment.
Yeah.
Wow. So Scott, 3 weeks until they alerted everyone that there was no coach. That's 3 weeks of no one wanting to step up.
Yeah. And they found you, Scotty. There must have been like the first parent to ring. It's going to be the one that gets the job.
I want to do a shout out on this because this links perfectly. So I went down to drop my daughter off at training. Paul Hazelby, our friend.
This is football training?
Netball. He's coaching his daughter's netball team. No one put their hand up, so he's coaching
He's got no idea about netball.
Yeah, and his wife was his assistant. It was amazing.
Hey, Scott, what does that do to your week now that you're the coach? What time do you have to put towards that? Scott? Oh, wait there, sorry. We might have just turned you down. Is he still there?
You there, Scott?
Scotty?
Yes, I'm still there.
Sorry. Yeah. So what does that do to your week now?
So I have to leave work straight away, go straight to training 2 days a week, and then the game Sunday, bright and early Sunday morning.
How early? How early? What time do you have to get up?
8 o'clock, or we have to be at the game by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Scott.
Yeah.
And
there goes every Saturday night in the near future.
Has it literally just started as well?
Yeah, so the first game was last week.
So you've got the whole season stretching ahead of you.
Yes.
I feel you, man.
Oh, man. Shout out to the coaches doing their bit. Amazing.
Hi, Edwina.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Hi, Edwina.
Edwina, what extra responsibility did you get?
So I work as a nurse, like in a management role in aged care facilities. So there's a time where we had all the COVID coming down with everybody's, and the facility manager had a COVID, and then the plumber, like maintenance guy, had a COVID. The laundry person had a COVID. So I literally ended up doing everybody's job. Like I was in the laundry, I was also in the kitchen, like a kitchen assistant, and the next thing, the toilet block. I didn't know what to do with the toilet.
Wait, you didn't know how to be a plumber, did you?
Oh, look, I had to do like a video call with the maintenance guy. I'm like, look, I have no idea how to unblock this toilet. What can I do? So he literally is like, just go to the office, grab this, grab that. And I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know your language, maintenance language. So I'm like, please help me. I was like, please help me. I don't know what to do. He goes, just get the unblock stuff. I'm like, what's this? I'm like, all right, I'll just get whatever to unblock the toilet. So literally all day I was doing everybody's job. I had my cry moment in the toilet because I didn't know what to do.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
You're a hero. You were a legitimate frontline hero.
Edwina, so how many patients did you get around, Edwina, that day? Sounds like not many.
Sorry?
How many patients did you get around that day? Because you seem to be doing everything else other than caring.
Oh, look, I work in like 134 beds in an aged care facility, so I literally had to run the show regardless. And even though I had like a cry moment and all the complaints, I'm like, look, you know what? I just have to do what I have to do, get on with life for today.
You are a hero, Edwina.
I love you,
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
Edwina, we're going to give you $300 to spend at the Herdsman Market.
Oh, my God.
You deserve it, Edwina.
Bouquets.
Oh, my God. Thank you, guys. You guys just made my day. Appreciate that.
Bouquets, hampers and handmade chocolate. The Herdsman Market has you sorted this Mother's Day.
No crying there.
You know what? That's
Thanks,
not
Edwina.
the only thing. Well done, Edwina. Hello, Scott. Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Scott, you've done a good job with your team as well, mate. We're going to give you something too, $150 cash thanks to Baptist Care.
Oh, thank you very much.
No worries,
And
mate.
all of you, including Simmer, in the running to win Nova's 10K day.
If you're looking for a nursing career in aged care, apply now at baptistcare.com.au.
Because Edwina really sold it.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
Tomorrow it's a big day if you're a king.
Absolutely, the coronation.
Yes.
You guys excited?
It's a fairly mournful tune.
No, if
isn't
you're
it?
excited, you have to be, don't you?
Oh, look, I'm
if
happy
anyone's
for
excited,
him.
it's you, surely.
Yeah,
You're
I'm-
on board with all this stuff, aren't you?
I'm happy for him. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think
I'm okay.
I would not in a million years go there. I think it looks so boring,
Yeah.
all of it. Pageantry, you know what I mean? Oh.
I don't think that we should. I think we should be a republic, so it doesn't excite me. I'm certainly not going to be setting time aside to watch it.
I'm not going to pledge my allegiance.
No.
Which is what he wanted everyone to
Hilariously optimistic.
funny,
is
isn't
what
it?
we would.
Yeah.
Anyway, our woman on the spot in London at the moment is none other than Channel 7's Susannah Carr. And you can watch the action on Channel 7 tomorrow from 2:30 if that's the way you want to go. We caught up with Susie before the show this morning. Let's have a listen.
Queen Sue.
Yeah, the only royalty we need.
Yeah, that's right,
Susannah
Sue.
Carr.
Yeah, exactly.
How you going over there at the moment, mate? How's the build-up?
Pretty good. It is building. I have to say, it is building. There are a lot of tourists here too, and a lot of people camping out.
Oh, gosh. So I just want to say before we get stuck into it, you looked absolutely beautiful on the news last night in that white. Well done, lady. And I hear that you've tried the coronation quiche, which we don't agree with because it has beans in it.
Yes, and the price of eggs is extortionate. So,
how is the coronation quiche, Sue?
Well, the interesting thing is, I thought, what a terrible combination of ingredients. But I have to say that it tasted okay.
Oh, really?
Did you have to add anything to make sure you can get it down?
Tomato sauce.
Yes.
You wait and watch the story.
Okay.
Story on Saturday.
You're really putting your body on the line for this story too, Susannah. I love that.
Hey, Sue, I want to know about some of the articles that might be getting written and the TV you watch over there about King Charles's coronation. You read some articles around the place and there's a lot of negativity, the cost where there is a,
the
how
cost
people
is
are
a
going to
big
drop
one, I
over,
think. Yeah.
drop off. Sorry, the royal family. What are they saying over there?
Well, it's certainly not as it was when the Queen was around. It's really changed, and there's a group who keep turning up at various occasions, waving those "Not My King" placards.
Yeah.
And that never happened when the Queen appeared anywhere. It seems to have really come to the fore with Charles, and so they're making their presence felt. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the day, because I think even people who aren't madly in favour of the royals still like a parade, and it's going to be pretty spectacular to look at if it's not raining, which is an entire possibility. And apparently records show that about the last 5 coronations it has rained each time. The chances of it happening again are quite strong, and the forecasts are not looking great. But anything can happen with English weather, as you know.
That's
Of course.
Yeah. Nat and I were talking about it. Sorry, Nat and I were talking about it this morning. Yeah, and Nat and I were talking about it this morning about how it would have been a real thing for King Charles to turn around and look at this state of the economy and go, okay, we're going to pare this right down. And that would have been a real historical thing.
It would have set the tone
really
for his reign.
Yeah.
I mean, did you read that amazing statistic about, I think it was King George IV, which was around the 1830s.
Yeah.
At his coronation, they spent £250,000 on the lunch, and in today's terms, that's $27 million
on the lunch.
That sounds like the RBA dinner that they had in Perth the other night.
So what you're saying, Sue, is that this is a pared back coronation by historical standards. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if everybody's getting a bit of quiche, it certainly is pared back.
Hey, so if you went reporting, right, would you be a person that would want to go there to travel there specifically for the coronation?
And stand by the side of the road.
Because we're seeing all these people that have flown over from all around the world. Heaps of people from Australia have gone there just for the coronation.
I spoke to a lady today called Kate, who the moment she found out the date, they booked their flight and they're there, and they're camping out on the Mall. They're one of those groups of people with a tent and blow up mattresses. There are loads of them down there, so many of them now.
Extraordinary.
And they're all becoming quite sort of friends with each other, and the really crazy ones are the ones who got there first. And it's interesting because you see them interviewed, and I recognise them from Harry's wedding.
Yes.
From the Queen's funeral, it's the same ones keep turning up, and they're the ones that camp out like 2 weeks before.
Yes.
And then ordinary people sort of turn up about 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
It's so interesting. To take a tent somewhere, you get in the back of the car and you drive to
it's
a place
a commitment,
where
isn't it?
Chucking a tent on a plane with a blow-up mattress.
Yes, and then catching the tube to the
No, you would have to. They'd have an anaconda over there, wouldn't they?
I'd love to see that.
I was walking up the Mall with Simon, our cameraman, today, and there was one tent, and I said, Simon, if I were going to camp out for 3 days, why would I put my tent behind a tree?
Yes. I mean, get the best spot, for goodness sake.
View, not a tree.
Yes.
So wait there. You would want your tent right on the front line, so all you have to do is unzip it and sit in your pajamas and watch?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're checking out some tents actually as we speak that are on live on the TV. Yeah, we can see that people are really close to those barriers.
Yeah,
I
it's
reckon
like you're waking up in jail because the barrier.
Yes. Can I say? I reckon they should have made you do the tent thing. I think you should have spent the entire time in
If
a
you're going to
tent.
do it, Susie, do go the whole. Don't just have a piece of quiche. Pop yourself into a 3-man tent, please.
Sue getting up the next morning for the coronation, sitting on an esky doing a makeup.
I may have reneged on that invitation. I may have suddenly found something better to do.
Hey, Sue, where will you be stationed? Have you already picked your spot, you guys? Is it similar to when you were over there for the wedding?
It's exactly where we were for the funeral. We're right in those tents right opposite Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, okay.
We have got the best view in the house. We really do. We're going to see everything. It's fantastic. And it's going to be a long day. I think we have to be in situ at 5:30 or 6 or something, because there's going to be a lockdown of loads of streets, and so we've got to go in there and get made up and everything in the media city.
Yep.
And we'll be there probably about 12 hours on Saturday. It's going to be a long day.
So I mean, are there toilets available, Sue, or are you just such a seasoned
honestly,
journalist.
the
You don't
media
need to.
city the media city is astonishing. Our city, and there are toilets for all the people in the tents as well. But the media area is so well organised with cabins and portaloos and a huge, great tanker full of drinking water, and it's really. It's huge, absolutely huge, and great big cranes and things, a massive setup.
Once again, I think that's over the top. I want to see Sue like squatting behind a tree.
Yes, and just filming it on her iPhone the whole procession.
I still haven't worked out what colour to wear. I don't know what the protocol is for a coronation.
Oh, good call.
What do you reckon?
Well, I mean, so purple, I think you can't because that's like a bit on the nose for royalty.
That's the regal, yeah.
It's a bit like going to a wedding in white, isn't
yes,
it?
and you're not a Dockers fan, so that's never going to fly.
I really did like that white outfit you had on last night. I think you look really good in white.
Yeah, but
too.
she
It's
wore
very
that
fresh.
yesterday.
I know. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I could do white again. I've got another white outfit. I've got a suitcase full of outfits.
I think a proper bright colour never goes astray.
Yeah, that's
cool. It's a celebration after all, I guess.
How much luggage did you take over, Sue, if you've got all these outfits?
More than because, when I go on holiday, when my husband and I go on holiday, we go carry-on luggage only.
Yes.
And we travel really minimally. And so I've got this and if we do it, it's so liberating. I've got the exact opposite now. I've got this huge, great suitcase full of stuff that I'm wearing once, but, it works.
At least you didn't have to pack a hat because you wouldn't need a hat for this scenario. Hats are for weddings, not for coronations.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay, great.
None of us have a lot of experience with coronations.
Did you leave? Have you left your blood diamonds at home, Sue?
I have no slavery connections in my family.
Okay,
my
good.
family was too poor to have slaves.
Okay, good. That's for the best.
Well, Sue, we look forward to seeing you. It's going to be amazing, obviously, and you'll do a super job.
And also, Sue, you just must be amazed about the world events and historical moments that you have attended during your career. That must blow your mind.
They've been some pretty good ones, I have to say. I've been really, really lucky. Yeah, really lucky.
I love that when they think royalty, they think you, because it makes sense to us, that's for sure. You can check out the coronation of King Charles III live, 2:30 tomorrow on Channel 7 and 7 Plus. Thank
and
you.
Early news at 4 o'clock.
Oh, look at you. You know everything. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Bring us back some cash.
Yes, or a coronation cup or something.
Bye, honey.
Thanks, Sue.
Bye.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
This weekend, both tomorrow and Sunday, the Psychic and Wellness Fair is happening at Crown Perth.
It'll be busy.
Now, tickets from chakraangel.com.au. We have a very special guest in the studio, Julia Cartagena. Welcome.
Thank Julia.
Well said, Nat.
Well, thank you very much.
Julia, firstly, well done for having the Psychic and Wellness Fair at Crown, where you can use your powers to help people win money.
It's writing itself,
I
isn't
wish
it?
I'd use it for myself.
You shouldn't be allowed on the gaming floor.
Julia, we're just checking out some of the stuff you've done previously to reading cards and the psychic realm. Can you run us through? You started out as an accountant. How does this morph into KPMG? Like, that's a big time company.
Yeah. I was doing accounting, and I had a cake business as well. Straight after that.
Sorry,
Yes,
let's talk about the cake business. All right, so you didn't have a cake business. Tell people who you've made cakes for.
Well, for yourselves, firstly.
Yes.
Richard Branson, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Rihanna.
Did we see your Rihanna cake?
You saw Chris Brown.
Chris Brown cake.
Chris
That's
Brown
it. It was a Chris
Rihanna.
Brown
Had
cake.
Rihanna on it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And who else? Oh my gosh, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, right. So they cake make it to the
amazing.
stars.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's unbelievable. All right, so did you always connect with? Are you a medium as well? What's the deal?
Psychic medium.
So you've had these powers all along, and you just didn't do anything with them. What's the deal?
So from an early age, I used to have premonitions, and they were through dreams. So I would dream about things happening to my family.
Yeah,
like specific things. So,
Yeah,
would
very
you see the
specific.
exact as it would unfold?
Yeah. So, for example, with my grandfather, I had a dream that he got bitten by a snake on his leg, and the next day he actually cut his leg open on open wire. So they're almost like warnings sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
And then it wasn't until my grandparents passed that I could hear them talking to me.
Oh, God, that's not great.
Were they
How do you turn that down?
Were they saying good things? Like
No, they were good things.
Yes.
They're saying, get off that man. What you doing?
Your grandmother's watching.
That's the worst part.
Yes.
Do when spirits hanging around, when you're having intimate moments and stuff like that, do they show you privacy?
Or they give feedback?
Privacy. I don't even want to think about that.
So you don't hear voices in situations like that?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I've learned to
switch it on and off. Yeah,
I have to, because otherwise it's very difficult to go in normal daily life. Because otherwise you're tuning into everybody else, because I can pick up on everybody's energy.
Wow.
Julia, to be in the position you were in, do you have to go through certificates or certifications along the journey? How do you open this up?
Is there a course at TAFE?
It's not a course at TAFE. I did do some courses on intuitive work and healing work as well. Just to broaden everything. Look, intuition is a tool. So everybody's born with it. Everybody's born with a knowing.
Yeah.
Mate, you should send me at the TAB.
I know. Sean's a tool too. Really
Can't
good
deny
one
it.
at losing. Are you allowed to use your own powers on yourself? Does it work? Like, say for tarot, can you do your own tarot card?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's really difficult on yourself because your ego wants to tell you something else. So, I always get readings myself.
Yeah.
From other people with insight, because I don't trust what I get for myself. Fine with everybody else.
That makes sense.
I want to know the code though. We've always heard stories where people have gone in to see a psychic or get a reading, and then they've been told something horrendous.
Yeah.
What's the responsibility towards that?
My own personal view is everything that we deliver needs to be something that is of confirmation to somebody else.
Okay.
And I don't like. We can't give away free will to others.
Yeah,
so,
right.
It's your free will choice to do something. We're just here as a conduit of energy, basically from, whether it's your grandfather or grandmother or, a higher spirit or a higher person.
So if you're talking to me and suddenly all you got was a repeating image of a piano falling on my head, right? Would you have a responsibility to tell me that? Would you want to? What would
you wouldn't tell him?
It depends. It depends on the circumstances. Okay, so I have had reading, for example, with a lady. She came in, to see me, and her grandmother actually said to her, "Tell her to be careful on the way out. Her car has a flat tire."
Yeah.
And she walked out to a car and called me 15 minutes later and said, my car had a flat tyre.
Yeah, right.
Oh, really? And then a piano fell on it?
No.
Because Nathan's been told by an Indian astrologer that he is going to die by something falling off a building.
Oh, yes. So crumbling, he said be careful around crumbling buildings because a bit of a crumbling building will fall on your head. He did my numbers. They did my numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, years ago.
Wow.
So, yeah, I don't go near any crumbling buildings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had people...
And he won't renovate.
I will not go to any ruins. Yeah. All right, so we're going to get you to do tarot.
Yes.
All
So
right.
Nathan's going to have a tarot card reading.
We can do that.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We do have Julia Cartagena in the studio at the moment. She is a psychic medium and tarot card reader, and she's going to give Nathan a reading. Oh, we've got the enchanted music going as well. Now, Julia, Nathan has asked a question about love.
Oh, no, you two did.
We did.
Sorry, he's laid out some cards. What are they telling you?
Okay. So, Nathan, the first thing that I've been told for you is that you need to be very, very clear with what you're looking for in terms of love and have specific boundaries around what that is, okay? The other thing as well, they just said to me, you're a little bit too wishy-washy.
Yep.
And you need to be very, very clear. You have a couple of things going on right now where you've got commitments at the moment to like finances and work situations. So, whatever is going on for you around love, they're just saying that there's like a little bit of a step back at the moment, but that is about to change.
Oh.
It's been quite the step back, Julia, for many, many years.
Yeah, last time we went on a date was 10 years.
Many years. I must be building a really big succession empire.
Crescendo.
Waystar.
You were also at a crescendo in your life, so it may not be at that point right now, but come just before your birthday.
Yeah.
And and I keep getting for you that there's a massive thing with a lot of change. Okay, so you're going to become very, very clear about certain things in your life that you're wanting to, go through.
Good change?
Good change.
Okay.
Yes, good change.
Oh, a crescendo makes it sound like, because that's a big build-up, but then there's a downhill after that.
Yeah, well, let's not.
We're not talking about that, are we? Okay, great.
Also, there's a point at the moment as well for you where you're going to start to realise that there's certain people in your life that should be in your life and that shouldn't be in your life as well. Because I'm getting a couple of people that you need to kind of walk away from. There's two sitting over there.
Hey, that's a fair
Don't
point.
worry, that dawned on me a while ago.
Yes, hardly breaking news there, Julia.
Yeah.
Okay, but in order to find love, there needs to be a heart opening.
Okay.
And there also needs to be... there's someone around you at the moment that could be a potential... I don't want to say... It's not a threat, but...
no, say it. Just say it.
It's like they're a little bit conscious of you being around, but you don't know about them at the moment. And the threat is because they're looking at things that are going on with you and thinking, okay, are they here for me? Am I able to approach them? Is this going to be happening? So there's a moment where you need to have a lot of contemplation and self-reflection.
Yeah.
Again, about what you want to do. And come, they're saying to me, August, September time is when things are going to actually change for you in your life.
Oh.
Okay, in a transformative way. So,
okay.
And it's not just around... Sorry, we're talking about love here, but they just said to me it's not just around love, it's also around your work and around what you're wanting in your life.
Whoa.
Sorry, they also just packed up boxes for me as well. So I don't know if there's a move for you that's happening, but I've got boxes in front of me.
You're going to clear out your dad's shed.
When people get fired, they come in with a box.
No.
As we know, it's been a tough couple of weeks now.
You're not being fired.
Julia, one of the cards that Nathan drew was the Hermit.
Yes.
Does that mean what we think it means?
In regards to
is that the Netflix and binge
Hermit card?
No.
There you go.
The Hermit is around you understanding yourself, and
Okay.
it's usually taking a step back on things. That's why I was saying to you, there's a lot of self-reflection. But even I got that for you, even without drawing these cards. It's a point of understanding, who you are at this point in your life.
Yeah, right. So is there love? So love is coming. There is love is coming. But what I'm
In
taking
August.
from you is I've got to be open for it and put myself in a situation to receive it.
Yes.
Which I don't do.
Yes.
I don't. No, I know that's part of the problem.
Sort of.
There's heaps of different parts.
What percentage, I'm not sure, but
Tapestry,
it's
which
there.
is the problem. All right. So is that love? Are we
That's
done,
love,
we're done
yeah.
love?
But it's saying that, you've got a lot of exciting people coming into your life. So, it's not just... Sometimes it's not about focusing on one person, but letting other people in so that you can self-explore, who they are for you.
Okay. Now, quickly, can we do something on career? Because my career would be tied towards, I'm guessing, Nat and Shaun's career. Natalie and I have been on air 20 years.
Yes.
Shaun's 13.
Yes.
And that's a long time in radio. We feel like we could keep going, but what is the universe
Maybe the cards
saying?
have got other
The cards.
ideas.
Yes.
Very important. Good question.
Okay. There's a lot of magic around what you three actually bring, but I am getting...
We tell people that all the time. And
We always
thank
say
God.
this is the Hogwarts of
By magic,
Perth.
you mean very hard work, right?
Very hard work. The cards that have come out are amazing.
Are they?
It's around really good partnership with people.
Oh, we've got the Two of Fire and we've got the
Two
Nine of
Fire,
Water.
yeah.
Surely they cancel one another out.
Nine of Water's wishes come true.
Oh.
You guys are like the dream team right now.
Oh, wow.
So-
Not one radio award.
Not one.
Not one. Not one.
No. But I do get a parting of ways with one person.
Who is it?
We're all looking
Who
around
do you
the room
reckon
at
it
one
is?
another.
Okay, so one of us is going to leave.
One.
When?
I don't know yet, but one will be going.
So do you mean one of our greater team? Because I'm looking at Ellie
Or one of the
Petrovich.
three.
One of the three.
One of the three. And is it a choice or are we being pushed?
No, it's not a choice.
Oh,
you,
someone's
Shaun?
getting fired. Someone's getting
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so the only way out is fired or dead. Oh!
No choice.
Okay, this is interesting. All right.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Natalie is over at the psychic table with Julia, about to get her cards read. But Julia, you just asked for all of our birth dates.
Yes.
And you were very surprised by something. What was that?
What are the numbers telling you?
So, Nat and Nathan have the same numbers for this year, identical. So it's around your own, figuring out what your own purpose is, also around being leaders in your careers and what you're doing, and significant changes for both of you.
Both relationship based, I'd say.
And what about Shaun McManus?
And Shaun, you're in a transformation year, so you're at the end of a 9-year cycle.
So you're leaving. You're the one leaving.
You're the one leaving.
Oh, let's hope so. Jesus, that's the best news I've ever.
What's happening with Shaun's transformative thing?
Yeah.
So, Shaun, I mean, we can talk a little bit off air later, but...
Oh, it's that bad?
No, it's not bad. But it basically means that you have, usually... Like, there's a lot of transformative things that happen at once. So, for example, you know, it could be around career, it could be around life choices, it could be around relationships, but they all tend to happen very, very quickly in a short amount of time in order to bring you in a new... So things may have already been escalating or happening for you at the moment.
Oh, heaps of things are escalating.
Megan just texted, don't you dare.
All right, well, Natalie's going to get her cards read. We've still got heaps to go coming up on the show, including 10K a day, mate, but some tickets for something exciting.
Absolutely, to check out the Psychic and Wellness Fair at Crown Perth this weekend. We've got a couple of doubles to give away, buddy.
Yeah, we do. 13 24 10. Give us a call right now. What callers, Shaun?
5 and 6, please.
All right, and remember, everyone, you can get tickets at chakraangel.com.au.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun and the podcast.
Nova's 10K a day in May.
Oh my God, 10K a day in May. A guaranteed 10K winner every weekday.
Tell you what, every day in May, Shaun asked me for $10,000. And I say, no, Shaun, no. You got to wait for Nova's 10K a day, mate.
One day I'll wear you down. Ashley's in Butler. Ashley, what would you do with 10K?
If I've got 2 kids, that's their birthdays next week or the week after, so probably that. Maybe a holiday.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Birthdays get expensive these days.
Yeah, I know. Kids want things.
They do.
You know why? Back in the day, there wasn't anything to buy us, really.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Straight, just a freezer.
The biggest thing we could get was a trampoline. Now kids don't want to bounce, Shaun.
No, they don't want to bounce.
New generation of non-bouncers.
Good luck, Ashley.
Good luck, Ash. Let's go to Graham in Averley. Hi, Graham.
Yeah, how you going?
Yeah,
good Big
Graham.
G. $10,000. What are you doing with it, G?
Don't know. Might go to the pub with it or pay for my surgery that I need.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm thinking of surgery.
Possibly.
Is it a serious one, Graham?
Yeah, neck surgery.
Oh, yeah, Graham.
surgery.
I'm going to say surgery is probably the way.
Yeah,
to go.
look. Let's hope you get that then, Graham.
Well, because necks are important, Shaun. They hold your head up and they connect your body to it.
Graham's part giraffe as well, so it's very important for him. Martina's in Spearwood. Martina, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good, Martina. Martina, what are you going to do for the $10,000?
Oh, like the last call, I'll be putting it towards my surgery as well.
Oh, my God. What surgery do you need to get?
I need to get a hernia fixed in my esophagus.
Oh, an esophagus hernia?
Yes. It's called a sliding hiatus hernia.
Oh, my gosh.
Never heard of
Does
that.
that hurt?
Put it this way, I'm on 10 tablets a day just so I can eat.
Oh, honey,
Wow,
no
Martina.
way.
Well, good luck with that.
Oh, sweetheart. Yeah, good luck with the surgeries.
A couple of surgeries. Don't get that every day. Did you see that one coming, Julia?
Jeez, Julia. Talk about a lump in your throat. That's insane.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Natalie, how you going over there?
Okay, we're going very well. Julia, do you want to tell everyone about my love life?
We are doing tarot card readings right now. Julia, what have you got?
So just
a quick summary.
Yeah, just with Nat, we were just discussing what she needs to do in terms of future love life.
Yes.
There's a little bit of disconnecting that
Increase
needs to
her client list?
And what did you say about travel?
Yes, that she has the potential to meet a couple of people.
Yeah, that's actually
male people. She said male people.
2 males I was getting.
At the same time?
Because
I've seen that movie.
Not at the same time.
I'm going to Scandinavia on my next holiday, so that's like Vikings.
exciting.
That's
Come back with a
Vikings.
Viking.
Yeah.
You'll be eating meat off a bone and
Yeah,
all
I'm
that kind of
happy
stuff
with
now.
Oh, she'll be eating off the bone. Don't worry about
I'm a beef
that.
farmer's daughter, of course.
Yeah.
But also, you
little-
said I'm
yeah.
quite similar to Nathan, which upsets me a lot.
In what way?
Well, you have a lot of similarities in first the cards that I pulled out,
Yeah.
but also within your lives. So it's almost like you guys have a little bit of a parallel with each other.
Oh.
So
That happens sometimes, Julia. I've read about this. So people who have worked together for a various amount of time.
When owners start looking like their pets, is that what you're saying?
And our cycles are synced. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
Can I tell you right now, there are psychic readings happening all
I know,
throughout this
that's
building
right.
now. Prize is in our office getting one. Ruby wants to get one because
There's
she
a
turns
queue.
30 tomorrow. Sam wants one. Jess wants one. Anyway,
Yes,
you guys are
it's
never
all
leaving. We're going to employ you here on full-time contracts.
Chakraangel.com.au
Yes.
is where
Yes.
you can get tickets
And
to the Psychic and Wellness Fair.
Yeah, it's happening all weekend. So
Crown.
get involved.
Thanks, Julia.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Sam's now just going to look for the button he's got to press. How you going there, Sam? Can you pull the cards for Sam, telling him what button to press next?
That one.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Sean has entered the chat, everybody.
That's
he
right.
is now getting a reading from Julia.
Sean's questions are all about his tab account.
When is that likely to
all
have
about
any money in it?
race 5 tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Sean's spirit guides have got his back. He'll be fine.
Everybody. The Psychic and Wellness Fair, Crown Perth, this weekend.
Yes,
go there,
tomorrow
get
and
amongst
Sunday.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be great. We are done for the week. Hello, Ben.
Ben.
Hey guys,
Hey,
happy
Ben.
Friday.
Oh, Ross, what's going on?
Mate.
Yeah, no Ross today.
Don't tell me Ross has a day off.
He's got a day off.
Is he joking?
Julia saw that coming.
Is he
did.
joking? He just had a week off.
I thought you guys would take the piss when he said he has a lot of holidays. Yet here
no,
we are.
Natalie, it's really... he caught scurvy from what you had on Monday.
That is how you get
He had
scurvy.
shin dots. It was full on. Next week on our show, we've got a thing called Ballroom Bangers. This
Love
is
it.
going to be amazing. It's for Strictly Ballroom. Someone's going to win a VIP package for 2, plus $500 to spend, plus best seats for the football, Nat.
Oh, lovely. That's right. You can go and see the West Coast Eagles play the Gold Coast.
Yep.
But you'll be doing it in style
Yes,
and
you will.
comfort rather than out with the plebs.
Yep.
Because we don't agree with that, obviously.
What do you got happening today, Ben?
10k a day. Oh my
50K
god,
a
I said
day.
50k. That was the last cop. First
That's
class of
coming
50k.
out of your paycheck. We'll take it out of Sean's,
10k
it's
a
fine.
day. Ed Sheeran day as well today.
know.
It
Nice.
is.
Yeah.
Big day for Ed.
Hitting Ed once an hour. So when you hear Ed, jump on the phone, call me, get you in the draw.
That sounds like
How's
an
that
assault
sound?
charge.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.